All right, hello everyone. Welcome again to Portfolio 4. We're going to continue working on this katana and giving you some awesome details here. I do believe that we're pretty close to having this thing done. I do believe we have UVs we have UVs made. They're not laid out, but they're made. This shape right here. Did I combine this shape? I'm gonna have to separate it now. Okay, so we have some cylinders here that need UVs. These guys are pretty much UV'd too. I believe we said, okay, so I wanted to set up just a little bit of crease of separation for these shapes. So what I'm gonna do here is, let me adjust my pivot here. Just slide this guy down a little bit so we have a little bit of a crease there. Just a little gap. That's going to be really nice for us to have some kind of gap there to visually show that this shape is ending and this shape is beginning. So that's what I'm kind of pushing for there with that. I need to make sure I'm moving my shapes together though, because I only have the high res selected right now. I don't have the game res too. So grabbing that game res as well. Moving things around here. Oh, see, I only scaled my high res. I didn't scale my game res. Naughty, naughty. Now my stuff's not lined up. Okay, let's just eyeball this thing. Wait a minute, I do have that. Oh, see, this thing's still... That's why it's changed up. It's not rotated. Oh, man. They have done it now. I have done it now. I did this to myself. Line up nice and sweet for me, please. This thing doesn't have a tilt to it either. What a mess. Always make sure your stuff is lined up and that you move it in the same direction. Do I have like a weird tilt to this thing? In that direction too? Seriously? This is gonna bug me because I have to have this really lined up pretty good so that I'm sure that it's baking the right way. I probably need to scale out just a little bit. It's gonna take some finesse. I think we're getting there though. Okay. Man, I'm looking at the wrong things. So why does this smell like hot glue? Okay, I think I'm content with where we're at now. Freeze, transforms, save it all. So, we moved this, and there's a small little division there, right? Let's grab all this stuff now. Jeez. Okay. Center pivot. All right, that fixed it. Just want to push a little bit more of a downwards motion there so this stuff lines up better. I think lining up with the sword's going to be a little bit more important than lining up with the handle. All right. Better. And now I'm just going to grab all of this. I want to lower all of it together. To just move slightly. Slightly down, please. And move my orientation up here. I just want to get a little bit of a crease of separation over here, so our shapes are not just dead ending to nothing. I might just try to plant that in there though, truthfully. If I don't get a seam of separation there, it's not going to be too hard. I could just kind of paint one in. Nothing too hard with that. Okay, so I need delete history. We'll freeze transforms. Let me get some bevels on this. Kind of soften those shapes now. Soften. Soften. So this is useful for both my game res and my high res kind of thing. Delete history. Let's save these guys as my lows. Let's do like top handle underscore low. Bottom handle underscore low. And I'm going to assign these to the low res just to make sure that they go along with the ride there. Now I'm going to duplicate those. Let's lose the low res. And I just add the selected objects to the high res, and we'll make these the highs. Okay. This is an easy way of just naming things. We have some holding edges here. I think Slack is going a little nuts on me. Some of our instructors are talking probably. All right. Okay, doesn't look too bad. I need to make sure these are assigned to my blend. And let's smooth these. Smooth. Gorgeous. Okay. And this guy, oh, did I not name those? This one. And I didn't assign it to my high res. There we go. Low res, high res. Good. Okay. And then my game reses, these guys need to get baked, or they need to get UV'd. Shouldn't be a huge feat. I want those proportions there though. Just capture it. If I was smart, I would have just made one of these things and then just duplicated it. Just to save myself time with the UVs. But Harvey's not smart today. Alright, so I got these two shapes here. We'll lay this stuff out. This isn't gonna take too long, so cut some edges there. Separate this guy out. We're basically just gonna have the rings left over. Unfold shapes, unfold. Why is it moving it? And then these faces, we can unitize that. Yeah, I gotta see what's going on here in Slack. Sorry. People are just having like a Halo rant. It's like, why does it look like it's releasing on Xbox? Just the original Xbox. Alright, I was unitizing things. Unitizing my shapes here. And then once again, grabbing our edge loops. the Infinity gameplay made Halo relevant again. Did they show more? Because they're saying that it looks like crap, basically. Yeah. Okay, so I had my edges selected here. I'm going to hold shift. Nope, try it again. Gonna hold shift and now select all edges besides that. I don't know why these are selecting. Okay, that should do it. Let's see if that works. Cool. Got some seams in there. What part of this sword's probably gonna be the most visible is probably gonna be the top. So I'm gonna merge that edge loop back together again. Just do a move and sew. We'll do an unfold on this guy here. Why? Why are we doing that? Didn't we teach you better? Just unfold the shape with the smooth UV tool. All right. Not too shabby. Get the same thing done with these guys over here. Unitize. Grab my edge loops and my seams. Go there. Good to go there. Select everything but those edges. Excellent. Move and sew. And then we're going to merge this edge back. I just wanted this to be a straight line, so the better we do that. Are you gonna unfold for me? Nope. Something is awry. Smooth UVs. I don't get it. I think I must be using Legacy or something like that. Okay, there's my UVs there. All right, we are UV'd. Quote me, yeah. I need to make sure these guys are assigned to blend too. The smooth UV tools never really let me down. I don't know why they got rid of it. You know, it used to be in the shift menu. Okay, we have all of our shapes now. You know, I did not unfold these guys. Let's get that smooth UV tool again here. Wait. Okay. Unfold's kind of working for these guys. That one's not too good looking, but I don't have too many problems. I'm just trying to keep this. I'm trying to clean this stuff up so that, you know, so that it fits better in the UVs and the layout. So grabbing all of my shapes here, giving it the unfold treatment. I'm just pressing G to repeat the operation. That one's kind of crooked. We can try to find our straight shapes and like uncrooked them again. Okay, there's our shapes now for that. This was our original layout. Let's see what happens now that we lay all these tools out. And it's going to scale everything down. So that's kind of the gist of it all, why I'm using the layout tool here. Save my scene real quick. I'm going to grab everything. And we'll run the layout operation here. So I'm going to use, why is it? Okay, I'm just going to grab all my UVs then, and we'll do layout this way. Layout, unfold 3D, '90-degree rotation steps, important. I don't care about the pre-rotation. Preserving the 3D ratios though, that's important too. Uniform scale mode, let's see what we get. Did we get anything? Okay. Everything's been slammed into the 0 to 1 space. All of our tiny little lines got wedged in there. Wow. Okay. So once again though, still, what we're dealing with here is that this blade is setting the entire tone for my model. And it's not giving me this full resolution here. So I don't know. I might move this stuff back together again and split this guy into 3 pieces maybe. See if that works better. Because right now we're not occupying enough space. I've already got 1 UV seam in here. Textile density is correct. These are the proportions that we're working with here. I'm gonna move and sew these guys back together though. Making sure I'm grabbing this UV seam and not like some other weird one. Move and sew. Okay, and I'm gonna chop this up into 3 pieces though. Just checking. Let me see. Does that seem even? Something like that. 1 shape, 2 shape, 3 shape. Let's try that out. Cutting the UV seams. We'll do an unfold again. Let me just see how this lays out though. Lay out the UVs. There we go. That's using up better UV space. I don't like the angles there, but we can fix that. I didn't straighten it, so that's why it's just like, keep it there. Okay, but we're using up more UV space this way now. And we're going to get better resolution on our handles and stuff too. We should be. We'll see if we can't arrange this to occupy better UV space and get more resolution out of our things here too. So that's what I like doing, is I just like, you know, if I turn my checker on here, we should be seeing, like a uniform checker going on here. And it seems like we're getting that. This guy, did he come along for the ride too? He did. Okay. So I'm going to try unfolding some of these blade pieces again. I like to move my stuff out of the 0 to 1 space. Turn checkers off here. Let's do a little unfold. I need my UV toolkit here, because I'm going to do an orienting motion here as well. And this is going to straighten my stuff out. Orient, unfold. Orient, no. Bad orient. Orient the other way. There. Okay. Orient. Unfold. Yeah, I did chop this off just a little bit different between these guys here. Orient it to a 90-degree. Do an unfold to make sure that we get all the creases out there. So that should work a little bit better. Do an unfold again. Some of these guys. I'm gonna try something here. I'm gonna grab an edge and some UVs. And what I'm gonna do here, I need my UV window bigger. It's not big enough. What I'm gonna do here is I'm going to scale this guy flat, pull him up here, and then I'm gonna select every other UV on that shape. And I'm gonna kind of undo that unfold. I'm gonna straighten these guys out here. Just by straightening one of my UV edges, the rest of the edges are going to try to follow suit. So something that's bent like this slightly, I can just do something like this here and allow my edges to kind of straighten themselves out. And you may ask yourself, why do I want these guys to be straight? Because that's gonna cut out some of our aliasing that's going on in this model. So if we want nice crisp edges on things, then we're going to want this stuff to be pretty straight. I'm going to go to UVs here again. I'm going to scale it, pull it up, and then just unfold everything else in that shape. Scale it. It's almost like I'm unitizing this blade. Convert selection to UVs. Oh my goodness. Oh, I was pressing the wrong button there. straighten out the bottoms when we get to it. 2 UVs. Grabbing an edge, grabbing everything else, unfold. There. And you know what? Actually, I'm not going to worry about the bottom shapes. They're mildly. Whoops. They're just mildly deviating from that straight shape. I don't think there's anything I really need to worry about here. I think they have like most of the influence that I want from over here. If I'm going to get any aliasing, it's probably going to be on the actual blade, like the edge of my blade, and that's really not going to be too bad. Things are looking relatively straight. I don't know. Now I'm just getting antsy, though. Whatever, let's do it. I'm just going to work on straightening these guys out here first. This one's pretty straight already, though. Straighten this guy out here. Now I don't want this to be fully straight down here. I'm going to grab this guy over here. Just straighten it out a little bit. Deselect this guy, straighten you out a little bit. Okay, and last but not least, I'm going to grab all my edges here. I wonder why this guy's not selecting. Make the selection about my UVs. Then I'm just going to deselect I wonder if I can run all this at once. I was able to run all of it at once, but I really, man, I want these guys here too. Let's try it this way instead. I want the sides to still be able to move too. That's my problem there. Alright, switching to UVs, and now I can select the inverse of that. And now let's run an unfold. There we go. That way it improves the distance there on those end shapes there too. Okay, so now I'm nice and straight for that shape. Awesome. I need to run a little bit of this operation on some of these guys that are really crooked. Let me try orienting the edges here first, just to make sure it's not some optical illusion on my end. Yeah, some of these guys are not too bad. They just have like an angle to them. Yeah, not too bad. Scale of flats. Let's see if this technique fixes bottom too. No, it doesn't. There's some deviation there. There's some mild stuff going on. Man. This does seem tedious, I'm sure, but it's really important to make sure that you're getting the quality that you want. People think that UVs is just like a, you know, a click of the button kind of operation, and that's definitely not the case. Let's go to UVs. I'm gonna select the opposite of those UVs. Deselect these guys and these guys. And run another unfold just to clean that shape up. Getting that stuff flattened is really going to help the model out. I just wish I was able to do this quickly here. Without deselecting all that other stuff over there. It's like, hey, could you just like straighten this out for me? Thanks. I don't have to worry about those end shapes really, because they're not really there. Wait, there is, okay. Sorry, there is these guys right there, and I don't want those getting in the way of anything. Okay, now I select the opposites of what I have selected. Just the inversing of the selection and unfolding. Okay, these guys don't have bevels on them, so this should be a little bit easier. Goodness, no, control. And you know what? I can just select this edge loop like that, and there we go. Calling it a day. I'm just not even going to use edges. I'm just going to use... It's close enough to being straight that I can just grab that shape and grab that shape and just straighten it out. There's going to be some mild deformation in the UVs. There'll be some very mild stretching maybe, but it'll be worth it. It's not going to be too bad. I just need to make sure I keep the same width though. Just unfold a little bit, and everything in the middle should follow along as close as they can. The wrapping, I'm not really worried about. These guys can orient themselves to be a little bit straighter. Por favor. Awesome. All right. Let's try this layout thing one more time. No. You know what? Everything's the right scale. I trust it. Let me try stacking some of this stuff in here now. No, I'm gonna do another layout. I want to see what this layout tool can do. Now that I've got some straight stuff here. All right. Not too shabby. I'm actually liking where it's trying to put things, I think. I feel like this stuff, though. Just grab these shells. These guys may be deviating things a little bit. Let's try turning this guy here. I need to grab my transforms over here and do a 90-degree rotation. Because if I slide this guy over here, then that's going to let me scale all of this up. And that is something I cherish and want and desire. These guys, I can squeeze those in. Do a little bit of a squeeze here. I'm gonna grab all of this, I'm gonna hold D and X and snap my pivot to over here. Okay. Don't worry, you're not missing anything. You know, this whole thing is getting recorded, so scaling up. You know, if I find the opportunity to get more room for my UVs, then oh man, I'm gonna take it. And just me moving that one piece of blade to the top instead of to the side there, you can see how much UV space I saved. I got that much more resolution out of my model. And these guys can probably hang out over here on the top. I don't think I'm gonna get much better than this, really. So let me rotate these guys 90 degrees. And just slide them over there like that. Okay. I'm not overlapping the edge there any. It seems like I'm getting there, but man, some of these guys, I don't feel very safe in that. Just grab you guys too here. Stay away from the edge, please. Not a safe place. Okay, that's not going over the edge. These guys, though, seriously. Give me a break here. Okay, we'll see what happens. I don't want any overlapping from that stuff. We should be good. UVs are done. I'm running a final check on things. I don't think I forgot to unfold anything. All right. Deleting history, saving my scene out. Let's check the outliner here to make sure that what I'm selecting, see, I've got groups here, and that's not good. So I need to unparent these groups. What happens when there's groups involved? If you try to export that out, those group nodes are going to rename your model. Those pieces are going to rename themselves. And you don't want that. Everything looks good though. It's I want to make sure I'm not deleting my hand guard. I'm just deleting the model information there. Freeze all my transforms and delete all my history on that too. Okay, so you should see an exact duplicate of your model right above it. Everything's named exactly the same, just with the last suffix there.